Kami sekarang berada di Trinity College Dublin, iaitu college tertua di Ireland yang tak pernah dikunjungi sejak sekian lama. Sekaranglah baru datang. Sudah tentu tarikan utama di sini adalah perpustakaan besar tu dan Book of Kells. Dan Book of Kells ni adalah manuskrip gospel yang dianggap sebagai the most important treasure in Western world. Ditulis di atas calfskin dan dipercayai dihasilkan oleh 3 orang artis. Walaupun ada kontroversi pada menentukan sebenarnya Book of Kells ni berasal daripada mana, ia telah dikompilasikan di dalam 4 volume sekarang ni, tapi yang kita boleh tengok sekejap lagi hanya 2 volume sahaja. Kepentingan Book of Kells ini membabitkan dari segi isi kandungan dia dan juga kaedah penghasilan dan seni pembuatannya. Itulah berkenaan Book of Kells yang baru sahaja dibaca daripada The Library of Trinity College Dublin punya website. Dan saya tak tahu pada musim sejuk macam mana, tapi kalau sekarang ni pada bulan Jun, you cannot simply come and just get into it because you need to get the tickets in advance. So it will be nice if you can buy it online and then fix the time. So our time will be at 1:30. That will be another 45 minutes. Lesson that I wanted to convey to my children is that when we think about history, we realize we didn't live in the past. We know nothing about the past. We can say nothing about the past until we are told about it. That is why learning history is very important, because learning history is not what you think about the past, but it is an attempt to interpret what we have from the resources about the past. In order to understand the past, we need a lot of tools. We need to have the languages. We need to understand how languages evolve. That was one of the questions asked by one of my kids.
No, and I'm wondering why there's no J.
Yeah, why there is no J?
ABCDEFGH.
Why there was no J on the shelves in the long room just now? Because J is actually a new alphabet got into English language, and there was no J in Latin. J looked very much similar to the letter I. So there is an interesting history about how J came to exist, how J appeared and came into English language. But what I would like to emphasize for my children to understand is that when we learn about history, we will appreciate how important it is for people to preserve and to keep all the premier resources in good condition. That is why, even though we found many old manuscripts of the Quran in Chester Beatty Library just now, the collector himself, Chester Beatty, was not a Muslim, but we have to thank him. He took a good care of the collection, and because of what he did, we managed to see all those manuscripts and have the opportunity to learn many things from the past. Learning history is not about memorizing facts, answering simple questions of what, who, when, but more importantly is to find answers to the question of why and how. And we have to be critical about the resources. So all these questions are good to trigger curiosity and to evoke awe and wonder in the mind of students, children and learners. They will have an intrinsic motivation to investigate, to find answers. We know, I saw it. So where?
I know what? Shopping mall.
I have been to. This is one of the finest collection. His income was much more than go rich by from a huge mistake. And we went to Iskandar kebab.
It was great. Good experience.
Have you been to the museum?
I mean, they have this kind of museum, especially on the Islamic culture.
You can learn from